Welcome to tonight's NXT live taping. We are back at the Performance Center in Orlando for this one. For tonight, we welcome the new champions of the NXT men and women's side of things. With Alba Femi winning the men's and Julia winning the women's. So let's recap it. Last Tuesday, a lot of shit went down. And we kicked it off with the women's title at stake, as well as the arrival of the final boss, The Rock. Mostly to keep tabs on his daughter. And we kick it off with the new NXT champion, Alba Femi. Last Tuesday at New Year's Eve, the era of Alba began, but not without some levels of controversy. True. Damn right he is. And speak of the devil, here comes Eddie Thorpe. Oh, Tony D'Angelo, my bad. The NXT North American champ, the man that beat Eddie for that title. Oh boy. And speak of the devil. Is it Thorpe or Holland? Rich. Turn around, Oba! Speak of the devil. Drop kick to the knee. You son of a bitch. Is that a strap? So what is he implying? A strap match at Vengeance Day? Damn right. But in the meantime, let's get our number one contenders match going. Number one contendership is on the line. Winner of this, Stephanie Becker faces Shotzi Blackheart. In 2 weeks, who's going to get the title shot for the NXT Women's North American title? Want to come in, DB? At least Northern California is not being roasted to a crisp. I'll be so glad in less than a week when those prices begin to drop because of the Trump, because of the Donald changing the economic system.
Yo, what's up, brother?
Not much. I mean, I've been actually doing this for about 2.5, 3 months now. About 3.5 months.
Yeah, like I said, I don't really watch wrestling anymore, but man, you always come through Mike streams and Murdog streams, so I wanted to return the favor.
Thanks.
We appreciate you coming and hanging out.
I know.
So now I might sound like a boomer here. NXT is different than WWE.
Well, it's basically their developmental branch.
Because WWE bought the NXT, right?
Actually, they created NXT. Originally, it was like a pseudo-wrestling reality show when it debuted in 2010, but the concept didn't fly all that well, so by 2012, they turned what was basically a reality program where the winner would get a WWE contract and a guaranteed title shot of their choosing into basically a developmental branch.
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of TNA. It used to be on Spike.
Yeah, now it's on Access.
WWE doesn't own TNA now, do they?
No, they do not.
Okay. So who are the big, superstars of NXT? This is supposed to be like the next generation?
Yeah. Tuesday,
Okay.
January 28th, NXT heading to center stage in Atlanta. I mean, I know that venue. A lot of smaller promotions have used it over the years. MLW, TNA, the OG Ring of Honor. And there's Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend of the Metaphor who want the women's tag titles. And they'll be facing the Unholy Union, Isla Dawn, Alba Fire, later on tonight.
Okay, all of these women are hot as fuck. I like this.
And there you now see the now former NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez, fresh off losing her title last Tuesday to Julia at New Year's Evil.
So why are they showing all of these women? These are like all the contenders?
Something like that. Right now we got a number 1 contenders match for the North American Women's title, and here comes the ballsy badass Shotzi, who actually was on the main roster for a time, but she didn't really go anywhere, so they sent her back down.
Shotzi. I'm not going to lie, a lot of this shit's super corny to me, but I'll be open-minded.
Stephanie Vaquer, mostly known for her time on the Mexican and Japanese indie circuits before coming to NXT. Let's see how this goes. Originally, Vaquer was supposed to get the title shot alone, but because Shotzi got a pinfall win in a tag match over Women's North American Champion Fallon Henley, she basically barged in and said, I deserve a title shot. So this is to straighten things out.
Okay.
She gets the match in a couple of weeks. Go behind by Vaquer. Reversed by Shotzi. Reversed by Vaquer. Single leg takedown by Shotzi. Rolls Vaquer over, but gets tripped up. Cover 1. Count of 1. Cover. Kick out by Vaquer. Shotzi with a wrist lock. Roll through. Tip up by Vaquer. Reversal. Shotzi counters or tries to. Reverses into her own wrist lock again. The jawbreaker. Roll through by Vaquer. Reverse of the grip. Shotzi rolls through. Single leg takedown. Still to come also tonight, Fraxium, the NXT Tag Champions, defend against Out of the OTM, which I think means Out of the Mud. I don't know. And we're going to hear from the now former champion later tonight, former women's champ later tonight. We heard from the new NXT Men's Champion, Obafemi, but he got jumped by probably the guy who's going to be his number 1 contender come new NXT Vengeance Day on February 15th. Roll through by Vaquer on the takedown. Float over, roll through by Shotzi in the corner, looking for the arm drag, but Vaquer blocks it, that being Eddie Thorpe. Leg. Kind of a botch on the wrist lock takedown. Shotzi let go too soon. They had to compensate. Roll through, bridge 2, no.
I was going to say, you can tell that they're learning, but this is actually impressive.
By Shotzi and a kick out by Vaquer at 2. Takedown by Vaquer. Step over toe hold. Into a trailer hitch. Into a stack pin. Reversed by Shotzi. Into a... What's she looking for? I have no clue what she's doing. Okay, switching into a reverse cow mutilation. I don't know, but she's basically straight jack... Hanging the arms up. Into a backslide. 1, 2, no. Misses the clothesline by Shotzi. Dug up the clothesline. Care. Gets the enziguri. And the Care falls like a ton of bricks to a knee. Throws Vaquer into the corner. Oh, that modified tarantula. This is not legal. Shotzi's got to let go around 4, and she does. Shotzi going upstairs. Cross body. Cover 1, 2. Vaquer kicks out. Thoughts on Penta's debut? I just hate that they reduced it to Penta and not either Pentagon Jr., Pentagon Dark, or Penta Alcedo Miedo. Into the corner goes with reversal of the whip. Vaquer doesn't even get faced by that boot. And counters into a dragon screw, and Shotzi's had a history of knee issues over the years. Uh-oh. But Carrot Control, we'll take a commercial break. Who's going to Atlanta? I hate commercials. You must have gone to the loo.
No, I just changed my shirt, man. I didn't like the way that red shirt looked with this hat.
Oh.
They have commercial breaks in the middle of a match now?
It's always been like that.
No, dude. No, it's been that long since I watched wrestling. The last time I watched wrestling, they did not take a commercial break till after the match was over. That's crazy. So what do they do during? What do they do during the commercial? Is this live?
Live on TV, yes.
Oh, but it's like pre-recorded.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm like, what the hell would you do? It's not like football.
Well, granted, it is in the Performance Center down in Orlando. Though NXT doesn't leave that spot all that frequently. Outside of premium live events, or if they want to do select TV tapings outside of the venue. Case in point, the event that's going to happen, the tapings are going to happen in a couple of weeks at Center Stage in Atlanta. I mean, I have skipped a couple of tapings, mostly because I ended up getting spoiled, and it was due to the holidays.
Yeah, this kind of seems like they took. Do you remember the show Tough Enough?
Yeah.
Seems like it's kind of like a taped version of Tough Enough. Instead of it being a TV show, it's like an actual production.
Well, in all fairness, basically when NXT was a reality program of sorts, it basically was essentially an evolution of Tough Enough. But they actually picked guys who were legit wrestlers to be on the show.
Well, this kind of makes more sense because you can see if somebody's a good wrestler and if they're a good entertainer, too. Because you can be like a sound technical wrestler, but you can't entertain worth the fuck, you know? Like Kurt Angle. Like, think about what would have happened to Kurt Angle if people didn't, like, enjoy hating on him or, like, making fun of him.
True.
His popularity mostly came from people shouting, "You suck," during his song. You know what I mean? He became the ultimate heel.
I actually met him at WrestleCade this year.
He's a pretty decent guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only bad thing I've heard about him is he had that, like, addiction to painkillers for a while, but I've never heard, like, him mistreating people or being an asshole. He is an actual American Olympian, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
I would say probably him and Brock Lesnar are the two best actual wrestlers that have come through the WWE or, like, WCW.
True. I mean, then again, Kurt spent most of his time after the WWE and TNA.
Yeah, that was sad.
How was that sad? I mean, he had a good run.
He did, but man, when you see people start their career with one organization, you want to see them finish it.
Oh.
I mean, it is cool because you got to, like, wrestle with different characters and do different stuff, but
elevate company stock.
Yeah. I'm sure they dropped a bag on him to get him to go over there too.
Him and Christian for a short stint, in Christian's case. Granted, in Christian's case, he was just basically fed up with how much of a joke the WWE had become at the time.
Now, it was Christian's tag team partner that passed away? Edge?
No, Edge is still alive.
Is he? Okay.
Shotzi going upstairs, looking for her Karana. Will she get it? Yes! Shotzi with a knee strike. Forearm. Super kick. Cover 1, 2. Nope. I would have actually found it more interesting if Kurt had gone to Ring of Honor back when it was the OG. Jawjacker. Super kick. Eat defeat by Vicaire. Kara went for the knees. Knees for man. Shotzi runs out. He moves out of the way. Cannonball by Shotzi in the corner. Shotzi looking for a German, but Kara hanging on. Tiger suplex by Shotzi. Into a crucifix cradle? No! You don't see a tiger suplex that much in Western wrestling.
Is that what that's called, where she did like a double chicken wing and then did a suplex?
Yeah, that's a tiger suplex. Dragon suplex is have a full Nelson position.
I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised they're even allowed to do that, man. I was scared she was going to hurt her neck. Wow.
Do the hesitation drop. Big knees into the face.
Oh.
Out. 2. No, it's not.
Man, get this referee out of here.
Oh, that package neck breaker. Shotzi gets out. Forearm shot. Slug that. Wait a minute, Fallon Henley. Oh, JC Jane. Oh no, fatal influence is gonna intervene. Let's make this a triple threat in 2 weeks. Double headbutt knocks Jane out. Headbutt by Vicaire. Wait a minute! Henley with a belt to the back! Roll up! No! Not like this!
Oh.
Wait a minute, I don't think Shotzi was aware of this fact! Shotzi's going to Atlanta.
Oh, no.
And I really don't think Shotzi knew what happened. Or was aware of what occurred. Oh, she just spied them. She knows now. Henley is afraid of Vicaire. That's why she wants Shotzi in Atlanta. Boom, right there. Belt to the back. Schoolgirl roll up by Shotzi. And she didn't even know. At the end of the day, 2 weeks in Atlanta, it'll be Shotzi challenging Fallon Henley for the NXT Women's North American title at center stage.
Wow, the women's wrestling has improved a lot.
There you see Sol Ruka and Kalani Jordan. Sol trying to console Kalani, who's been in a bit of a heel stint lately. There's Zadia. Cora Jade. What a bitch. Oh, bitch slap.
Oh, shit.
Raw on Netflix. I don't watch this. Heck, I don't even have a cable set up, so I can't watch SmackDown either.
Dude, I have not watched Raw in forever, man. It got so corny.
I mean, doing 3-hour events was bad. I mean, I prefer it with just 2 hours. And Steph Vicaire is looking for fatal influence. It's in a split screen. She's in the catering area. Oh, she found JC Jane. She's looking for Henley. And if you were in Vicaire's shoes, I mean, and I don't blame Vicaire for this. She basically got screwed out of a title shot.
Yeah, that's like the female Bret Hart.
Except this one's a Mexican badass. or Chilean badass, as who worked her ass off in the Mexican circuits, as well as the Japanese circuits, some of the Euro circuits. But Stephanie Hell's Angel is on the hunt.
Oh, I get it. It's supposed to be like a Charlie's Angel type deal.
No, her character is basically a demonic angel. Still, anyone smart, get out of her way.
Yeah, the enemy of my enemy.
I mean, I know Steph knows that Shotzi didn't want to win that way either, but that's just how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, do what you got to do to make sure you can make it. So what, she basically took out her competitor?
No, she took out one of the goons of the person who screwed her.
No, I mean during the match. The point of her interfering was to prevent that girl from advancing.
To prevent Vaquer from getting a title shot, yes. And all ego, Ethan Page backing off. Don't blame him. And who'd blame him? I mean, even he is not dumb enough to do that. But let's see what all ego's got tonight. I mean, ever since faking the Lost My Smile gimmick thing last month in Lowell, Massachusetts, all ego Ethan Page has gotten a lot of hate, not just from the fans, but the boys in the back. Breaking and shattering Javon Evans' jaw to the point where it's wired shut and he can't eat solid foods, and breaking the fingers of Cedric Alexander a week later with a toolbox. Can someone explain me what the hell Stanford, a California school, is doing in the ACC? Looks like Obafemi's with General Manager Ava, who's The Rock's daughter, I might want to point out.
Oh, didn't know that. Thank you.
Dude, Mr. Stone, shut up. Obafemi's in a foul mood, and I say give them the strap match at Vengeance Day in Washington, D.C. It'll be next week. Personally, I would have preferred doing it at Vengeance Day in a strap match.
What's a strap match? Never heard of that.
Basically, both men are attached at the wrists by a long leather strap, about 12 feet in length, about the length of the ring. There's no countouts, no DQs. You win by pinfall or submission, though there are variations to this. One of the most common iterations of a strap match is a Texas bull rope match, where you can win by pinfall or submission, or you hit the four corners of the ring in succession without being stopped. The only difference is you're tied at the wrist to your opponent by a bull rope instead of a leather strap. And here comes Dante Chen, who had to chew up and spit out Page in the locker room a little earlier before you came in. Jealousy in the locker room, my ass book. It's not jealousy towards all ego. It's fucking disgust from the locker room to Page after what he pulled a month ago. And now he jumps Dante before the match even starts. Dante Chen, the young Turkish athlete. Ray still wants to go. Page drip, misses the drive in the corner, forearm chop, kicks to the guts by Chen, and Chen is just pounding away, though Page is firing back. Forearm by Chen. And he drives Page face first into the turnbuckle. Chen off the ropes, ducks the clothesline, back elbow to the gut, back fist to the head, looking for a super kick, he got it. Pump kick by Chen. Still to come, the number one contenders match for the women's tag titles is Metaphor getting warmed up. And Page faints. He draws Chen in and drives him into the middle rope, jaw first, or maybe even earlobe first. I don't know. Ego check. 1, 2, done. You may call it big time, but
he stole the RKO from Randy Orton.
No, it's more like a twist of fate from the Hardys.
Yeah, okay.
And now he continues to beat up Dante even after the match. Oh no. What's he up to now? He's got the foot. He's done the boots.
Oh.
Oh no. He's undoing the boot. Oh no. Get him off him, damn it! And now he's going to break the foot of Dante Chen. No! Someone stop him, damn it! He's going to break the leg!
Oh.
Damn it, no! No! Oh my God! You son of a bitch! Get some help for Chen, damn it!
Somebody's got to help him. Come on, ref.
He's just sitting there with that sick smirk on his fucking face. Wait a minute, Javon Evans! Shattered John off! Firing away!
Oh.
Damn, Javon! Oh, man, he got hit in the jaw! Oh, God, Javon's bleeding again. You sick motherfucker. You see the blood coming out of Evans's mouth, right?
Yeah. And he already had a broken jaw before that?
Yeah. Up next, we're going to hear from the new NXT Women's Champion, Julia, a longtime Japanese prospect who made her way to NXT last year. Royal Rumble commercial, 2 weeks from Saturday in Indianapolis. Available on Peacock in the U.S. and at Netflix everywhere in the U.K. and elsewhere. 30 men, 30 women. Each will only have one winner who will go to WrestleMania April 19th and 20th to challenge whichever champion they wish. Tickets still on sale. The event takes place at 6. I don't even know why they pushed everything back another hour or two for these events.
So is that what they do for pay-per-views now? It's just on like Netflix or Peacock?
PLEs, but yeah.
Is it like something different than a pay-per-view? Something separate?
Yeah, because of the fact they're on a monthly subscription service, you don't have to pay. All you have to pay is how much you have to pay a month for the content. Whereas with a pay-per-view, you're usually shilling out anywhere from 35 to 50 a month, 50 a show.
Like WrestleMania, that won't be on like Netflix, right?
No, it will not. It'll still be on Peacock.
Okay.
I think as far as I know, only Raw will be on Netflix.
Okay. And SmackDown is still on cable.
Yeah, USA.
Okay.
I mean, it was on Fox until they didn't renew the contract last September.
Yeah, the last time I watched SmackDown, I think it was on CW like this.
That was years ago.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah. Fuck the Authority. That was probably one of the dumbest and worst storylines I've ever saw. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it started to get corny, and that's the reason why I quit watching. Like, it seemed like they put less and less effort into the characters and, like, their storylines.
And this is why I switched to Japanese wrestling and indie wrestling. Take the sport a lot more seriously. The stories are handled with a lot more confidence most of the time.
Like, I get making it more, like, kid and family friendly, but it changed the entire perspective on it. Like, you can't have blood. You can't have, like, women in, like, lingerie. None of that shit.
Blame the woke mob beginning in 2007 for that. You know what I mean?
Well, honestly, I think part of it was, like, all of the incidents of violence that happened with, like, former wrestlers, like Chris Benoit.
Guerrero.
I think it kind of, well, in the steroid scandal, too.
You heard what happened to Bob Backlund recently?
No, what happened?
He's got dementia. He's been moved out of his home in Connecticut to live with his sister in Florida.
He's got to be, what, 85?
He's 75.
75? Okay.
Mostly due to the fact that he never bothered to get a tick bite that contained Lyme disease treated.
Oh, yeah, you got to get that taken care of immediately. That'll change your whole health for your lifetime. Yeah, see, we got kind of spoiled with people like Triple H, The Rock, Undertaker, Kane. I watched this shit and I'm like, man.
Stone Cold.
Yeah. Like The Rock telling people he's going to whoop their candy ass. Stone Cold smashing 3 beers together. This shit's way different.
True.
Who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
I'd say Taker.
Taker? Okay. It's a solid pick.
I would say
say
how much of a recluse the guy is, though.
Oh, you mean like outside of the ring?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, you would think someone big like him, he would embrace being a celebrity.
But he and Austin choose to stay out of convention spotlights.
You ever met Stone Cold?
Nope.
No.
I've met Kane, I've met the Hardys, I've met Angle. And that even includes Rebby and 3 of hers and Mac's 4 kids. Hey, Cave. Leon Lennox. Oh boy. Adriana Rizzo. Sean Spears trying to manipulate her to abandon the family. There's Izzy Dane. Eesh. And here's the infamous love angle between Carmen Petrovic and Ashante Thee Evans, which has been very on and off tumultuous. There we go.
What's the story between those two?
Well, there's been some sort. I don't know the whole gist. As that storyline has been something that I don't really pay attention to. But basically, they had the hots for each other, but Ashante keeps screwing up in one way or another that pisses Petrovic off. I don't know what, but it looks like they've started to patch things up, and now they're really starting to go for it. But let's recap what happened last week at New Year's Eve in our opener. Julia against Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's title. Julia got screwed in the opener in the premiere of NXT on CW in Chicago back in October at the hands of Roxy and Cora Jade. However, last weekend, lightning would not strike twice in the same place for the Prodigy. Cora Jade would get cut off. Cora Jade's meddling would not stand with the ref this time, as he would throw her out. I mean, throughout most of the match, Roxanne was basically on the receiving end. I mean, Julia was on the receiving end until a Northern Lights bomb on the outside. Then Julia kicked out Pop Rocks. And then the Northern Lights bomb that ended the match. And Julia becoming the new NXT Women's Champion. And a lot of people went nuts with this on the web. Sadly, my reaction didn't make the cut because I'm too damn small when compared to people like Cultaholic, Conman, Steven, whatever his name is, and so forth. Heel Josh, and so forth. The major wrestling reactors on YouTube and Twitch. Heck, even Tom Grassi has gotten involved in Wrestling Reacts.
Really? Yeah, I know Tom Grassi. He's a Packers fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's actually raised me a couple of times.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen him on Brandon Perna's show.
Well, that's because they're part of the same group, the Dumpster Fire / Clickbait Sports broadcast team.
Oh, really? Okay.
Team. Along with Scooter Magruder, 5 Points, and the Urinating Tree. Scooter being a Cowboys fan, Tree being a Steelers fan, and there you see the now former NXT champ. Oh, it's a shot ad. Never mind. Still to come tonight, the NXT Men's Tag Titles on the line. OTM take on the duo of Fraxium. But now let's hear from the new Women's Champ. Or it's just a women's tag match. Kalani Jordan. Oh, it's the number 1 contenders match for the women's tag titles. The Metaphor. Jakara Jackson on the right, Lash Legend on the left.
Did I see that Booker T's wife is working with the WWE now?
Sharmell? I'm not sure if she's in there.
Yeah, I thought part of the deal was Booker T was going to be an announcer and she was going to be like a manager or something.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then again, Sharmell's got enough of the plate bowl having them help book race their sons.
Yeah, true. He's another guy that avoided the spotlight too, Booker T.
Well, he does have his own wrestling promotion in Texas to run, Reality of Wrestling.
Reality of Wrestling?
Mm-hmm. Do you really care for baseball, DB?
Baseball's kind of like wrestling. Like the Red Sox haven't been good in a while, so I haven't really watched. Back in like the early mid 2000s, I watched a lot of baseball.
Oh. So you really haven't watched anything baseball related since 2018 at max?
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, I used to be really into baseball, basketball, and football, but then it kind of fell off, and now it's just kind of football.
You hate golf as much as I do?
Man, golf is so fucking boring. And like
they
switch people. Like maybe if they had like one person play 18 holes, then they switch to the next person, then the next person. But that whole thing where like they take turns and it switches, it's hard to follow. It's fucking boring. Yeah. You like hockey though, right?
Yeah, but I don't watch it a lot outside when ABC gets the calls in January, February.
For me, hockey's a little bit better because at least they can fight and like show emotion. Golf is just so dry and boring and slow.
Tennis is a pain in the ass too.
Yeah, tennis is kind of like high stakes, high intensity. I kind of like tennis. Like, I'm not saying that golfers aren't skilled. It takes a lot of, skill to be good at golf. It's just hard to follow.
And not to mention, it's a very frustrating game to play.
Yeah. It's not like something you can pick up and be good at in a day.
My hobby sport to play is bowling.
Yeah. I mean, bowling's kind of the same way. It takes a lot of time to be good at it consistently.
Yeah, but I usually do go, when applicable, I tend to go bowling on a regular basis.
Yeah, but would you ever watch bowling on TV?
Nope. Better to play better to actually do bowling than watch it.
Yeah.
I've never had those BK melts. Have you?
No, I haven't. I haven't eaten a BK in a while. Our local one kind of sucks ass. It's a little ghetto.
NASCAR. This is a sport that's fallen off badly. Mostly due to the overkill safety regulations, the hooks and ladders with the championship, and how it's just more, you get one win, you get into the playoffs, as opposed to your consistency with where you place in the race. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Racing's a little weird because it's like a lot of it has to do with like how your car is set up versus how you are as a driver.
True.
Especially nowadays.
Especially with all the safety regulations they put into the sport.
Yeah, but don't you think a lot of it's good? Like the neck braces after Dale Earnhardt's accident.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, reducing the horsepower in the cars, constantly making these oddball modifications and remodels to the cars.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, you
like the WWE Tag Champions from SmackDown, DIY, aka Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, have entered the building.
I got to say, so far I've been much more impressed by the women than the men.
Yeah, you had to take a shortcut to do it, though. And then probably screw them out of the tag titles. Yeah, that's a lie. But here comes the unholy union. Alba Fire. I don't know, whatever her name was. And Isla Dawn. The unholy union. Fire on the left, Dawn on the right.
I like that. It's kind of like a medley between Undertaker and Kane's entrance.
Former NXT women, former WWE Women's Tag Champs in their own rights.
Oh, she's got the Harley Quinn vibe. Okay.
That's more of Alexa Bliss or Liv Morgan's thing, but whatever. Enemy Legend starting off against Fire. Collar and elbow tie up. Top wrist lock by Fire. Legend rolls through. Cover one and a kick out by Legend. Back to the wrist lock by Fire, and she wrenches at the arm. Reversal by Legend, but Fire reverses back. I'm going to use those long arms for the tag. Flip out. Top wrist lock by Fire. By Legend, and she gets slapped in the chest by Alba Fire. Four. Shot to the gut with the punches. Oh, that's Jackson.
Ooh.
Never mind. Top wrist lock into a lucha-style takedown. And a drop kick sends Fire into her corner. And now Dawn and Legend are in. Big shoulder tackle by Legend. Seriously, I can never tell which one is which with metal.
Yeah, they look the same.
Legend's got Dawn up. Up next corner, Jay will take on Kalani Jordan. Legend misses the line. Go behind by Dawn, and she gets nailed with a back elbow for her troubles. Into the corner. Big splash. Tag made to Chikara. Hip attack into the corner, and Dawn is in trouble. Sushi pin, near fall. Shoulder shot into the gut by Dawn. Forearm to Jackson. Irish whip reversed. Change direction. Sling blade by Jackson. Cartwheel elbow by Jackson. 1, 2, and Dawn kicks out. Tag made the Legend. Scoop and a slam. Wheelbarrow into a splash by Jackson. Covered by Legend since Legend's legal, and a kick out. Fireman's carry. Isla Dawn fights out, though. Continuing to throw those punches. But she gets waffled with a forearm shot. And Fire pulling the hair and snapping back. And now a sleeper by Dawn. Blind tag by Fire. And she's kicking away at the knees of Legend. Driving the knee into the face. And now Dawn coming in. Drives a back elbow. Shoulder tackle, tag made the Legend, and now she's just throttling. Tag made the Fire. She's throttling Legend in the corner. Tag made back to Dawn. Legend fights out of the tarantula attempt. Block of the right. Knee to the gut. And again. And again, but the numbers game has Dawn now back on the back of Legend, who just throws Dawn off. Tag made to Jackson. What the hell? Oh, God.
What?
Wait, oh! I think she was going to send Jackson to the outside to get Dawn, to land on Dawn, but Fire tripped Jackson, and she tripped Legend, and Jackson got snake-eyed on the rope. Dawn, the Meteor on the outside.
Oh.
By Fire to Legend, sends Legend out of the ring. Alba gonna fly with a senton to the outside. At least picture-in-picture will allow us to keep in pace with the match. They're going after Legend, who is the legal woman. Whip her sternum first into the apron frame. And drive Jackson face first into the ring frame.
Is there no count out in NXT?
No, there are still countouts.
Okay. Oh, I see the ref.
1, 2. I thought Legend was legal. There may have been a tag to Jackson, but whatever. Dawn smashing away at the back of the head of Jakara Jackson, just yanking at the hair, being forced to let go, is Isla Dawn. Back into the corner. Super Nintendo Land World at Universal Studios.
Looks pretty cool.
Too bad it's not opening in Orlando until May. I heard the Hollywood one opened recently. And from what I understand, it's modeled after the parent version in Osaka.
I've heard Universal Studios is better than Disney World now.
It is, mostly because they're not pushing a woke rhetoric. Or if they are, it's not to the same severe levels of fanaticism as Disney does. Roll
yeah,
up
it's not just...
and cover 2, no. And she gets nailed with a clothesline by Fire. Cover 1, 2, no.
Ooh.
It's rather ironic when you think about it that Universal theme parks are actually more family-friendly than the Disney ones and less politically active. Super kick by to Jackson with Dawn, now the legal woman, cover and a near fall. Jackson trying to escape with some back elbows, but Dawn throws her into the corner again. Tag made to Fire. I mean, I don't understand why they're making the Meta Girls the babyface and peril team, as Dawn is now strangling or raking at the eyes of Jackson. I don't know what it is. Back live, Jakara Jackson with an enziguri. Leaps blank, and here comes Lash Legend, smashing Alba Fire. Tilt-a-whirl. Swinging Dawn like a bat, like a pendulum into a follow slam with a kip up. And she flapjacks Dawn fire on the Dawn and kips up again.
Oh shit.
Big slam. Choke bomb. Cover. 1, 2, but Dawn makes the save again. That clip of the knee by Fire.
Dude, a female choke slam. I never thought I'd see the day.
Cornea DT blocked. Clothesline by Legend. Slam to Dawn. Tag made to Jackson. Maybe they'll pull it off this time. Whatever that is. Look at the balance of Jakara Jackson for this.
It's impressive.
Crossbody! 1, 2, and no. Uh-oh. Dawn's got Legend by the foot. Jawbreaker to Jackson by Fire, and Legend gets knocked off the apron. Line tag by Dawn. Backstabber. Swanton. 1, 2, and Dawn. And Fire gets pushed on the Dawn to break the count up. Up by Legend. Codebreaker by Fire. By Dawn. On the Legend. Forearm. Super kick.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Legend got... Bad placement for Legend. Sleeper by Jackson. But she gets rolled off. Kick to the face. The side of the head, rather. Jackson gets away. Inverted face buster, but there's no one to tag for Jakara. Isla tags in Alba. Wait, blind tag by Legend. Pump kick to Dawn. Roll through. I don't know what they call that, but it's good enough for the win. Meta Girls are getting a tactile shot.
That was a really good match.
True.
Yeah, I was really impressed. I don't know what that move's called when she's standing on her shoulders.
Neither am I. A good shot.
Yeah, women.
Union, but in the end, it wasn't enough to stop some new blood rising into the ranks.
Women's wrestling was never like this back when I watched. There's a lot of wrist locks, submissions, suplex.
Dancer, and back when we were back in the Attitude and Ruthless Aggression era, it's nothing but gratuitous fan service with women's wrestling.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. You had people like Lita who would do like an enziguri and like jump off the ropes, but you didn't have like technical wrestling.
Or Trish, or Victoria, and to a lesser extent, Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey. I would say Chyna was probably the best female wrestler, and then Lita after her. Lexus.
Ren Sinclair trying to go Dempsey and King into a rematch for the Heritage Cup because last week in New Year's Evil, King beat Dempsey for the Cup, but it came with a bit of controversy when King accidentally low-blowed Dempsey. He accidentally headbutted Dempsey. What the hell?
Oh.
It's Rich Holland and Tony D'Angelo. They're going at it outside the building. As I was saying, it was accidental regardless. Next up, it's Kalani Jordan, who has been in a bit of a downward spiral since losing the NXT North American Women's title at Halloween Havoc, going up against Cora Jade, who has been, for the better part of the last year or so, Roxanne Perez's lackey. Hulk, just get off the TV. It'll do you some good.
Dude, he got booed so badly.
I know. There are some rumors about turning him heel. But let me just say this to the fans who booed him out of the building, especially those dumbasses in California. You were gullible enough to believe he'd stay with a liberal mindset. Hulk is an American patriot through and through. You fuckwads believe everything the mainstream media tells you like sheep.
Do you think it has to do with politics or with him as a person?
A little both.
Because, like, his divorce with his wife made him look really bad.
And I heard about it and dropping the N-bomb, but it was at a time where it was a little more acceptable to get away with it. But the fact that so many people who claim to fight for social justice, that's just code word for revenge, if you ask me.
Well, the weird thing for me is, like, Hulk Hogan grew up as a hero to a lot of people, so for them to boo him, he would have to really rub them the wrong way. And I don't think it has to do with politics. I've heard so many people say they just dislike him as a person. It has nothing to do with, like, his political...
Well, the Trump endorsement for many was the last straw from my viewpoint.
Yeah, but Trump has a lot of support in the U.S. I don't know if that would necessarily make people turn against him. I really think the N-word thing was a really big deal as far as his character. Because, like, that's completely different than, let's say, like, the John Gruden situation. Where, like, you're joking about it and somebody catches you making a joke. To just call somebody the N-word, like, I don't know. People can change, though. I get your point.
I mean, seriously. Enough of the self-indulgent SJW lunacy already. I mean,
Yeah.
You can attest that Chicago's basically been turned into a shithole, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely gotten worse.
Because of that crap. As far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't mind. I'm pretty sure you agree with me when I say Trump should declare martial law in the state of California and the major cities that bought into that bullshit.
See, I don't think it needs to go that far. I think you need to cut down on the corruption. Like, when you're going to have, like, the highest taxes in the country, you have to have social services. And, like, this whole thing where, like, they're running out of water, what's that about? You live next to the ocean. I don't mean, like, drinking water. I mean for, like, fighting the fires.
And you're using the money to safeguard illegal immigrants? What a load of horse shit.
Not only that, a lot of it's going in the politicians' pockets. It's not even going to the people.
True.
Who do you have going to the Super Bowl?
Bills and Lions. I'm sick of
Bills.
the Chiefs.
Okay. I think it's going to be the Ravens and the Lions. I don't see anybody knocking off Detroit.
You hate to admit that. Right?
No, not really. My team to hate this year is the Bills because they're sore winners. Like, I don't know if you watched the Bills and the Broncos game. They were kind of being assholes to the people on the Broncos team.
Did.
Yeah. They're like taunting them and stuff. It's like, man, wait till you guys face a real team and you have to like put up a real fight. You're not going to be doing this stuff. But I have to ask you, Mets, as a Giants fan, aren't you thankful that you don't have a setup like the Jets where like you've had to suffer for the last 60 years?
Well, it's been on and off when I have to suffer.
Like, you got to see
Wait a minute. What is TNA Knockouts champion Masha Slamovich doing in the Performance Center?
Yeah, they don't cross over.
Well, they did a lot during 24. I mean, Jordan Grace being in the Women's Rumble, making a few pop-ups on NXT.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I just never thought Masha would be the one to show up tonight. Here comes Cora Jade, who, as I said, the last several months spent most of the year, in the back end of the year and the start of this year, as basically Roxanne's lackey.
Kind of in the back seat.
Or basically being a sower of discord and division amongst the babyface women.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think everything went downhill for the Vikings the moment they signed Daniel Jones. And even then, once McCarthy's healthy, Jones is just a backup at best, right?
Yeah, well, I think Daniel Jones would excel in like a Taysom Hill type of role, like a wildcat. You don't know what he's going to do. He can be a tight end. He can be a quarterback.
Women start with shoves and then slap by Kalani, drop kick to Jade, kip up by Jordan. Roll arm drag, double leg takedown, and she's just going to go for the mound and pound. I mean fisticuffs, not sexual pounding. Trust me, Maddie and Mike would go to those lengths.
Oh my God, you already know.
Kalani making a beeline for Cora, but this could be a mistake. Cora off the ropes, dropped down by Kalani, leapfrog, back elbow. Tickets on sale. Catch Raw, SmackDown San Diego this Friday, next Friday in Austin, Raw in Dallas on this coming Monday, and a week from Saturday, San Antonio. We hit San Antonio for Saturday night main event, and Kalani gets caught on the rope, and she gets thrown off.
Ooh.
That's gotta sting. Of course, Kalani lost her title in a gauntlet match at Halloween Havoc. Because Kalani's opponent's Fatal Influence got to choose the stipulation for the match. And now Kalani, trapped like a rat, takes a chop to the chest. Off the ropes comes Cora. Drop kick. Okay, Tony.
That was a weak chop. You see that chop?
Next week, North American title on the line on the men's side. Tony D'Angelo will defend against Ridge Holland. 1, 2, not enough. Cora with a reversal. Small package. 1, 2, near fall. Dug at the clothesline. Chop. Chops. Irish whip is reversed. Jordan thrown into the corner. Knee of the gut. Knee of the chest by Jade. 1, 2, no. Now the front rear chin lock. Yeah, this weekend in Dallas, Masha will defend her Knockouts title in a Clockwork Orange House of Fun match when she defends it against the Demon Assassin, Rosemary. For those who don't know what a Clockwork Orange House of Fun match is, it's basically a no-holds-barred weapons match, but the weapons cache is attached to a corner of a cage. As in, one panel of a steel cage is placed in the ring, and attached to it is the weapons cache.
Oh. In a women's match.
Cora looks for the Enziguri. She misses it. Forearm shot by Kalani. And again. DT facebuster. Shoots a half, hooks the leg, no. I've never seen Kalani this vicious. And now Kalani just stomping a mud hole. But if she's not careful, she'll get herself DQ'd. And Kalani now just pummeling away on Cora again. And a rake in the eyes by Jade. Ref didn't see it. Double arm DDT, that might be it. 1, 2, and it is.
Why was the ref stopping her when she was in the corner?
She was going too far with it. And if she got hit with a 5 count, Kalani would have been disqualified.
Okay.
Because Tora was covering up.
So now she just earned her shot at the women's title?
No. It was just more of a grudge match than anything else.
Okay.
I see a heel turn in Kalani Jordan's future. What does A. Thorpe want on his Instagram? From the team, cold weather advisory for Ashe County and Watauga County. Okay, that's in western North Carolina. No effect on me.
Yeah, if you guys get like an inch of snow, it's like a big deal over there.
Yeah, I didn't get anything from the last snowstorm. Or all I got was like an inch, about a half-inch thick sheet of ice.
I lived in South Carolina for about a year. I couldn't believe it. When they would get like 3 inches of snow, the schools would close down, the roads would close down. Like, wow.
Yeah, I fell for that kind of loop when I first moved down here. I'm originally from New York City.
Yeah, so you're used to it.
Yeah, of course, we never really got school closings because of the snow plows in the neighborhood. In New York.
Yeah, when you get a lot of snow, you just shovel your driveway out and then drive your ass to school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, back to the Giants. It's pretty awesome that you got to see basically 2 upset Super Bowl victories, and they're both kind of recently, too. So it's like, yeah, you've been in the purgatory for the last, 10 years, but you've had it good, too.
Years. In 13 years.
Well, yeah, but I would say since Manning retired, that's when, the team kind of fell off completely.
It was 6 years ago.
Yeah. In 2018, I think.
19.
Oh, backstage.
There you see Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura, who are looking to challenge Fraxium down the line. Inamura, of course, not part of NXT initially. He's on loan from Pro Wrestling Noah. Briggs and Taven Heights brought him in after the outing that all 3 of them had when Briggs and Heights, back at the end of August, start September, were part of Pro Wrestling Noah's N1 Victory Tournament.
Okay.
Oh, hell, breaking loose in the back. Briggs and Amora going after OTM.
They're trying to break it up.
Yep. Oh, Allegheny County's just been added to the advisory. In Virginia, Carroll, Floyd, and Grayson counties. So I wonder where in South Carolina. You should really come down here on Black Friday weekend for WrestleCade. You'll learn a lot about the craft.
They have a lot of smaller wrestling promotions down there, right?
Yeah, Deadlock Pro. There's a couple down in Georgia. There's one in South Carolina. And a few others. Have any of the smaller, nationally known promotions come your way over the years?
No, I'm trying to think of the one that we have here locally. It's affiliated with a Midwestern.
Wrestle Revolver?
No, it's really small.
That one's out in Iowa.
Yeah, I'm in Western Illinois. Let me see if I can find.
For those not familiar with WrestleCade, it's the Black Friday Wrestling Weekend Wrestling Convention held in Winston-Salem, where many of the legends and current stars of the sport come to gather for 3 straight days. You'll also get some live wrestling out of it.
It's kind of like a convention.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be pretty sick to go to.
Granted, some of the bigger names tied down by the WWE, AEW, and such, they're not around for more than maybe a day, 2 at the most. Unless specified, the contract to work the event's Super Show that Saturday. Oh, there's also AML, Americans Most Like Wrestling, which is more family-oriented.
Oh, never mind. Our this wrestling promotion is based out of my town. It's called ZOWA, ZOWA.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. I thought they were affiliated with somebody else, but I guess not.
And a shot of the nation's capital for Saturday, February 15th. WWE presents NXT's Vengeance Day, which will be available exclusively on Peacock. Tickets on sale, though, right now. Trick Williams need to figure out what my next move going to be. That's what he said over on X. I mean, of the promotions I've been to nationally for their wrestling events, I've been to AEW for a TV taping, a few Ring of Honor shows, OG Ring of Honor, of course, TNA, GCW, and Deadlock. And here come out of the mud, Lucian Bryce, Mina, or whatever his last name is. I couldn't get it.
Now, you're a little bit older than me. Did you ever get to go to an ECW show?
No.
No.
You mean OG ECW? No, never got to
Yeah.
go. Oh, nor did I really keep tabs on outside of their brief little crossover stints with the WWE back in '97. Here come Nathan Frazier and Axiom, aka Fraxium. These two young Brits have had a lot of miscommunication in their matches and behind the scenes lately. Especially when you consider Frazier's coming in with a busted nose.
Ooh, trippy.
Especially when you consider that Frazier was basically working double duty at Deadline last month in Minnesota. He was part of the Men's Iron Survivor Challenge, which is a 25-minute matchup where we kind of think of TNA's King of the Mountain mixed with an Iron Man match. You get a point for every pin you score on an opponent, and any opponent you do pin gets put in the penalty box for 90 seconds. Most falls at the end of the 25 minutes wins.
Okay. Makes sense. Who's Mike Rome? Never heard of him.
The ring announcer for NXT.
Wow, what a size mismatch.
What do you expect? It's a classic speed versus power match.
Yeah.
Fraxium will have a cut out for them.
So the guy with that weird mask, he has a broken nose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Either that or it's a shattered orbital bone. Either way, it's on for protection.
Okay.
Swing and a miss. Let me check the tag team. Out of the mud. Okay, so who's who in this group? Okay, so it looks like it's Price in the ring. Frazier tags in. Trying to use that speed, going corner to corner, changing directions, goes behind. But he gets taken down by Bronco Nima. Tag made to Price. Double back. No, wait, that's Nima.
Bless
The
you.
bigger guy is Price. Thanks. And you see the WWE Tag Champs. Knee to that busted nose. and shoulder being driven in the midsection of Frazier by Price. Forearms, shot to the breadbasket. Into the corner goes Frazier. As Bronco, top wrist lock. Blind tag by Price. It just drives him down with a stomp. 1, 2, no. Price with a forearm to the mush. Frazier, big NC knee. Tag made to Axiom. Forearm shots. And now they're just firing the forearms. Trying to knock this big beast down. DDT flat lines Price. Nima now in. And he gets kicked down. Kick to the chest. But Price is just getting pissed. He's caught the boot of Axiom.
Oh.
Oh, he just waffled him with a clothesline. Who's leaving with the gold? We'll find out. Oh! He just turned Axiom inside out.
Wow. Flipped him over.
Yep.
Yeah, I usually don't like when the people wear that Rey Mysterio mask. That guy has the athleticism for it. If you're gonna wear the Nacho Libre mask, you got to be jumping around, bouncing around. That's what he's doing. If Mike does call-ins tonight, are you going to call in?
Probably.
Yeah. I think he does on Tuesday.
And on Saturdays. Then again, next Saturday, I'm going to be a little too busy with the Saturday Night Main Event taping.
Yeah, I mean, Mike appreciates it whenever you can step through. If you're busy, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, that New Japan show I did last Saturday, I thought it was going to be at 7. I didn't think they would start the damn thing at 10 because it was on the West Coast.
Oh, so it went to like 2 in the morning, 3 or 1 in the morning?
4 to 2, actually.
Because they do what, like a 3-hour promotion on pay-per-view?
Wasn't really pay-per-view, but yes.
Oh, it was
It was on a different streaming platform.
Streaming service. Okay, I got you.
Then again, the longest I've gone with a wrestling show was like 5 hours, and that was for Wrestle Kingdom, which is New Japan's WrestleMania equivalent.
Yeah, I was going to say, that wasn't an American show. 5 hours.
Yeah, it was Japanese. Their house shows go about 2.5. Their big pay-per-view-esque events go about 3. But the Kingdom itself goes over 5.
Was it like a lot of matches, or did they go a long time with the few that they have?
But under most conditions, they tend to balance the card out in terms of how long each match goes. It's just the world title match went over 40-plus minutes.
Jesus. Well, they have a way bigger pool of people to pull from too. It's way more popular.
Well, it hasn't been too popular lately. I mean, Okada, Ospreay going to AEW, Tanahashi hanging it up next year.
Isn't Japan still the premier place outside of the United States?
For wrestling, yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
But still, COVID put a massive hit on the promotions. even to this day, many of them, in terms of attendance numbers, are still trying to recover.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't think it's just me. I think wrestling is a little bit less popular in the United States than it used to be. And I think it's because it's so watered down. I mean, it's coming back now, but for a while there, it was just terrible.
Well, now that Vince is gone, things can actually be more wrestling-based in the WWE. For Bad Price with a vicious clothesline in the corner on Axiom, he tags in Nima. Stretch Plum. Ooh, brainbuster by Bronco. Kick to the gut. Axiom out forearm shots Price. Boot. Kicks the arm. Going up top, crossbody, but it's rolled through by Bronco. Fireman's carry, reverse into a crucifix. 1, 2, no. Roll through, tag made to Frazier. Tag made to Price. Double axe handle by Frazier. Price doesn't go down. Forearm shot still doesn't take him down. He's got him groggy. To the rope, no. Back elbow shot. Delivered a DT, a little sloppy, but he got it. This is a kick, insecurity by Frazier, or the Nima. Standing, running, shooting star press. Is this enough to? No, it's not.
Oh.
One, two, no. Frazier's going for the Phoenix Splash. Yes, but he does land on his feet after Price gets out of the way. Uh-oh. Oh, damn! Tag made to Bronco. Axiom nowhere in sight. Oh. 1, 2, Axiom breaks it up. Axiom thrown back out of the ring. Tag made to Price. Oh, forearm shot out of the launch. Insecurity to Price by Frazier. But Axiom nowhere to be seen. Boot to the face. Blind tag by Axiom. Kick to the face. Drop kick with a foot sweep combo by Fraxium. Super kick. Cover. 1, 2. And near fall. Into a cross-arm breaker by Axiom. Tope Suicida by Frazier. Or the Nima. They're trying to turn it around. Front guillotine by Frazier. But Nima looking to use his power. Uh-oh. Frazier now Axiom have to go piggyback.
Oh, no.
Frazier in trouble. He's going to get suplexed onto his partner, and he does.
Oh.
Anything to save the title. OTM's chance at the title.
God damn.
Knife edge chop by the champ, by Axiom. Trying to knock Price down again, but Price is back up. This is the boot. Off the rope, stuck at the clothesline. Tag made to Frazier, and he gets whoppled with a skillet slap. This is a boot, tip up, caught. Frazier's caught.
Just too
Double.
small.
1, 2. No! Frazier kicks out.
Oh.
Tag name to Bronco. Boot to the face. 1, 2. No! The champions will not die. Chop across the chest by Price of Axiom. And again. Oh no. Not the table.
Oh. You know what's coming.
Table spot, I'm aware. I mean, even when you reinforce these tables with steel, they're still going to break.
Yeah, they make it like the breakaway table.
Uranagi blocked. Kick to the face by Axiom. Nima gets crotched on the top by Frazier.
Oh.
Look at that superplex crossbody combo. Blind tag.
He's not going to jump. Okay.
Is he nuts? Spanish fly to the outside. Frog splash to the table!
No. RVD.
And a Spanish fly by Axiom!
That was badass. Oh, shit.
Kick to the back of the head!
No.
1, 2, and Axiom escapes the tag title still in hand.
Dude, that was a good-ass match. That was the best match of the night. Holy shit. The frog splash off the rope onto the table.
And through it.
Man. I didn't know they still did that. That was sick. So what, they have one more match?
According to the mind of DIY, the WWE Tag Champs.
They have time for one more, right?
More like a talking segment, but yes. What's
Okay.
on the mind of the now former NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez? Is that Julia's car? Whose feet are those? It can't be Jordan Grace. She's not due NXT for at least another couple of weeks.
Could it be another WWE Women's Contender?
I don't think so.
No? There wouldn't be like crossover?
No.
Okay.
And anything from the main roster, that's basically more of a downgrade coming to NXT.
Really? Even though it's a smaller promotion?
It's basically the child promotion of the WWE.
Yeah, I think that's the idea of the crossover. They kind of want to get more attention, more eyes on NXT.
I mean, why not expand out to some of the other promotions across the globe or even nationally? Things like Game Changer or Marigold, Tokyo Joshi, Wonder Ring Stardom, Ice, Sendai Girls, Wave, CMLL Women's.
Yeah, because what about the wrestlers that have been with those promotions for years? You're going to tell me they don't have...
Red Pro.
Yeah, I bet when they come back, they're going to have whoever the female is that stepped out of the car have like a speech. Probably telling about how she's going to come for the women's title, call somebody out.
Perhaps.
I've seen this movie before. So what do you do, Mets? You do like every wrestling show?
Try to.
Okay. I got to say, with your reaction videos, man, you need like a minute to 3 minutes. That 15, 30 seconds, that's not enough time.
It's more of the same way my partner with my Megamets podcast show does it. He's more of a gamer and only react to give his 2 cents on Giants games.
Okay. Because I can tell you're trying to like fit your talking points into the 15 or 30 seconds. I'd like to see you expound on it. And then when you start off slow and then you kind of build, that's the best. Can't really do that with like a 30-second video clip.
Unless I extend to my county.
What's the warning for?
I think winter storm advisory.
Okay.
Next week, Tony D'Angelo defends his NXT North American men's title against Ridge Holland. And of course, Alba Femi will face Eddie Thorpe. And it will be for the NXT Championship next Tuesday. I'm not having a good feeling about this.
Do they have divisions in NXT? Like a heavyweight championship?
No. Hold on.
No.
Other than the men's and the women's? No.
Roxanne Perez is NXT?
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
Yeah, I would agree. That was some of the best women's wrestling I've ever seen.
Yeah. Here comes the heel pit. Yep, knew she was
Oh, shit.
You know a promo about herself.
Here we go. All right, Mets. I'm going to hop off of here, man. I'm going to get ready for Mike's show.
All right. I'll catch you in a bit.
Yeah, if you hop on over there, I'll talk to you over there, brother.
All right.
Thanks for letting me hang out tonight.
Sure.
All right, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Who the? Bailey? What's she doing in NXT? Was Bailey? One of the original 4 horsewomen of NXT. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, Nelly. Soccer in the fucking mush, Bailey. Do me a favor and sock her ass in the fucking mush. And the show cut off, so I didn't get to hear that last bit. That's it for tonight's episode of NXT on the CW Watch and Live React. Subscribe to me, Mets212, and the other members of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, Man Cave, Big Pat, Big Lou, Classified 3F Joel, Leaf, Unpopular NYG Unpopular Opinion, Miz, Mac, and so forth. Till then, goodbye. I'm Mets212 signing out for this presentation of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Goodbye, and good fucking night. Bang. I'll catch you Friday night with the Mega Mets podcast as Mega Man and G and I predict TNA Genesis 2025.